Great friend, I will show you how to solve Vertex by Yoshi Broshi without putting any marks in the grid. Click on the link below if you'd like to try this puzzle yourself. And with that, it's solving time. I am excited to do some Yoshi Broshi. And look right here, 5 and 7 coming across row 6. So this has to be a 5 and a 7 in those two spots. I will do a little highlighting just to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So that's going to be a hidden pair, right? See the 5 and 7 come right there? And that works because you have a 7 here, a 7 in one of those two spots. I mean, there's only one place left for a 7 in block 9. So we can mark that for 7. Cool. So we'll keep track of how the 5s are right there. But I'm not going to mark any like Snyder notation or anything like that. Yoshi said this was a gas puzzle, so assume it's going to be somewhat easy and should be pretty straightforward. And Vertex, you can kind of check out the way that it kind of swirls around. Kind of, there's nothing in the middle, but kind of points towards the middle with the way we're going to do this solve. So let's look right here. You'll notice how this 8 kind of comes up column 6. So it creates another pointing pair, the H right there, which is kind of neat. And so I feel like that's going to be one of the keys is finding these. And see how the 2 comes across here, and now the 2s are in one of these two spots. I feel like that's also going to be kind of a key to help solve this puzzle. So where can I go from here? What we can do is we can look across a column that has, I mean, I can sit here and crosshatch the 5s, 6s, and 7s, but I don't see anything right now that stand out to me where I'll be able to crosshatch and get a cell. I think I got to do a little bit more look. So let's go across row 7. I need a 1, 2, 5, and a 7. Okay, so we know right here that can't be a 2 because so that's a 1, 5, 7, 1, 2, 5, 7. So you can see right here there's a 2 and a 5, and there's a 1, so that's going to be a 7. Nice. And then we're looking for 1, 2, 5 still, right? Okay. And so those spots 1, 2, 5. So we can't solve that just yet. But we know this in 2, so this is going to be a 1 or a 5. 5, we know this has got to be a 1 or a 2. All right, because we remember the pointing pair coming down. Another thing we can look at. Let's try another one of these, right? Let's look like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that has to be a 9. See how that works? You're drawing from the box, you're drawing from the row, and from the column. So it's not easy to see that, but we are able to make that solve. And then we got a 2, 3, 8 coming across. And remember, this is 2 right there. So that could be a 3, 8. That could be a 2, 8. And it looks like that could be, right now, a 2, 3, 8. Okay, let's look for another spot where there seems to be a lot of restriction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's got to be a 6. So this is kind of fun. And then you can look up here, 5 and 8 is what's left. I can't solve, but we know an 8's in one of those spots, remember? Because of this pointing pair of 8s. So we can actually solve that for an 8 and a 5. So this is kind of fun. It's not super hard, but we're 5, 5, and a 5 here. But we have to kind of dig a little bit to find these digits. And you can see there's a 5 in columns 1 and 2. You remember there was a pointing pair of 5s right here. I'll highlight them again because of this 5 coming down. And so we know that the 5 can't be in this spot. It has to be in row 9. So we can mark that for a 5. All right, it would help if I went back into digit mode. 5, 5, and remember this 5 coming down right here. So I will highlight. You got 5s here, you got 5s here. So it looks like where can a 5 go in this block 9 now? So it can't be in this spot, can't be in this spot, can't be in this because there's 9. So there's only one spot left for 5, and that's right here. Nice. And so this, I am so sorry. I am forgetting to get back into puzzle. I'm still working at F puzzles. And you remember there's a 2 right here? So that has to be a 1. That can't be a 2, and this has got to be your 2. And we finished off row 7. Nice. So now 2, 2. And the next thing you want to do is as soon as you solve something, see what does it give you, try to crosshatch, because that's going to be the quickest way to find the next digit. So we're going to solve that 2 right away. 2, 2. And remember this 2 is now working for us again, and we can solve for 2 right here. And so 2, these 2s, we can solve for another 2 right there. Nice. And so let's see. So we can't figure out the rest of the 2s yet because they're in these two spots here in blocks 4 and 5. But we got a lot done. And now I'm going to look for restrictions right here. We're looking for a 3 and a 9. Don't see how we can do the 3 and a 9 just yet. All right. But I'm going to look and see what else can we do. Oh, you remember this 8 pointing pair? That gives us that 8 right there. And so now we actually can do the 3 here, which is nice. And 3, 3, 2 spots for a 3 there. Can't solve this yet. 1, 2, 3, 5. What's left in here? We're looking for a 4, 6, 9. You got a 9. We can't solve just yet there. Okay. All right. So right there, still looking for 3 and 9. We don't have that yet. The 2's got to be in one of those spots. We know that. So where's my next place of kind of like restriction? We can look in here, and we got a 1, 4, 7, 8. So 1, 8. So we know that's a 4, 7. 1, 4. We know that's a 7, 8. But not enough to solve yet. Okay, that's okay. So then I want to kind of focus, and let's see what we got here. 1, 4, 5, 7. So 5 and a 7. Oh, we know this is a 5 and 7. So we know that's a 1 and a 4. All right. So I'll just show you. You know, that's a 1 and a 4. That's your 5 and your 7. So let's look across row 6, because now with this 1 and 4, they can't be in any other spot along here. And so you're missing a 2, 3, 8, 9. And if you notice, 8, 2, and 9, we can solve that cell for a 3. So let me undo all that. I got myself back in the mode. Cool. And so that's kind of a nice way to use that. And then 2, 3, 2, 8, 9. I don't see that we can solve any more of those cells in that area. And if you look here, 3 and a 3, there's 2 spots for 3. There's still 2 spots for 3 here, so we're not going to be able to solve those just yet. Okay, but we can solve for 1 right here, because I just noticed that the 1 and the 1 gives us 1. And this is nice, because now what this gives us, see how this 4 comes down, and now it's restricted to these 3 cells in block 4. So now it's still pointing pairs, more of a triple. So 4 can't be in this spot. We have the 4 coming across row 9, so that has to be a 4. See how that works? So now we've created some more restrictions here. So 7, 8, 9 can't solve just in that spot just yet. But we've created a lot more places for us in this puzzle. So now I want to kind of look, where is the next place of restriction that I can help solve? And to me, I would say I'm going to look over in, let's see, 8. I'm going to look over in this area. I'm kind of curious. What do we got here? 1, 3, 6, 8. So it's 8, 1. So 1's in those 2 spots. 8's in those 2 spots. Or we'd be heading in one of those 2 spots. So nothing there. I thought there might be something there. How about with the 6? Oh, yep. See how these 6s crosshatch? So that's a 6 right there. Nice. And then 6, 6. 2 spots for a 6 there. Can't solve just yet. But we are getting close here. So 7, 8, 9. So 3. 3 has to be in one of those 2 spots, so it's got to be here because of this 3 right there. And so we know this has to be a 7 and a 9, so this has got to be your 8 right there. Nice. And this means we can solve for an 8 right here because this 8 coming down column 9. And you see, you just kind of work your way through the cross-hatching bit. And then go, okay, I put an 8 right there. What does that do restriction-wise? Well, it restricts the 1 now to only one spot here, 9. And what do we have left right here? We have a 3 and a 6. You can see the 3 right there. So let's do this 3. Let's do that 6. And I'll immediately move across and go, okay, 7, 9. I see the 7. So there's a 9. And here's a 7. I'll make a recommendation. You want to check out one of my speed solving Sudoku videos where I kind of go and how to do this a lot faster without having to talk through each little step you make. And you'll notice, there's ways of cross-hatching always is the quickest way, then a naked single, and then working with those pairs. That will get you to solve a puzzle quicker. So I'll put a link to that right here. Okay, 9 and then 9, because now I'm going back to the cross-hatching bit. And we can solve that for a 9. Now we know that there was 8s were restricted in those 2 spots. So that's got to be your 8 there, and then that's got to be 8 there. I'm going off my working memory now. And we finished up all the 8s. Okay, what do we have in this spot? We're looking at 2, 4, and 2, 3, 4, right? So 3 3s, and you got a 2. So we know this has to be your 3. So this is a 2, 4. Okay, and what we have here, we're missing a 4 and a 6. Oh, I can see a 6 now. So there's 4, and there's 6. And now that we have this 4 here, we can finish this off the 4 solve. Great. All right, and then we got a full house here. So there's your 1. Knock out that 1. Love it. Remember, this is still your 5, 7. And what's up here? We got a 9 and a 4. Can't solve the 9 and the 4 just yet. So then I want to kind of maybe focus down here because I haven't really looked at this yet. You can see there's a 3 and a 3, so I already know I can solve this for a 3. And there we go. We have a 6 right there, so this is your 5, and that's your 6. And then 6, 6, I can crosshatch. The 6 is there, and then the 5. See if there's any other 6s. Nope, don't do that. But now I can look right here and go, okay, I'm missing a 1 and a 4. I got my 4 right there. So there's your 1, there's your 4. And then you're just kind of like trying to close in the most restriction. So there's only has 2 cells remaining right there. So we want to solve that next. So we're missing a 2 and we're missing a 7. And then I look right over here and notice, hey, I can finish that 7. And then that's 5. And look over here and go, yep, that's 5. And then this is a 4. You see how you just kind of cut yourself across. It's not, you see this 4 right here. That's a 4. And then that's your 9. All right, and remember we had to finish 7, 9 over here. So that's 9, that's 7. And we look over here, oh, there's 7, and there's your 1. If you want to see some more great Yoshi Baroshi puzzles, check out these other videos from my channel. Thank you, Yoshi, for letting me feature this on the channel. Also, don't forget, buy me a coffee link. I'd really appreciate it if you support the channel that way. Thank you so much for watching.